Hi, I'm John Lester with Lester's Farm Market. We are going through a rough time right now with COVID and everything else. A lot of people, we've noticed over the past 12 months, are going back into doing some basic farming in their own backyard. And some have small greenhouses, some have a garden plot out back, whatever it happens to be. Either way, it's a great hobby, very rewarding. And I'm going to give you just a few little tips that we use here on the farm to grow our crops, and hopefully it'll be a help to you. Okay. First of all, there are seeds that can be grown in the greenhouses from seed to finish, and there are ones that we start in the greenhouse and we move them outside to the fields at about a 6 weeks period. So, like when we're planting our soil, we have a special commercially mixed grade of potting soil. As you can see, it's very fibrous. There's some perlite mixed in there to add to the ability of the soil to remove excess water, and it also keeps it from binding tight together. What you don't want to have is a buildup of too much water in your soil. What you want is something that's moist, but yet it will fall apart quite easily. Overwatering can be very detrimental to the success of any crops that you are starting off in the greenhouse. Now, outside, it's a different situation. You're relying on Mother Nature, unless you build your own little garden, but you're relying on nature and what it has left you as soil to work with. Generally speaking, in our area here on the East Coast, it works very well for us. Very little additives had to be put in there other than limestone and fertilizer, whether it be organic or commercial grade of fertilizer, and you'll have success either way. Now, if you are hoping to have your plants ready to go outside, whether it be into a little greenhouse or into a garden plot, there's certain things you have to do. Number one is, of course, getting your seeds started. Alright, now I'm going to show you how we plant our seeds here. I've got to say that sometimes we have to do it manually with our hands, and sometimes we have a machine that will use the benefits of vacuum to be able to suck up and release seeds directly into the trays. Now, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to just show you, it's pretty basic, how we fill our trays. You'll notice I'm not trying to pack every little bit of soil that I can down into this. This is relatively loose, as you can see, right? Now, if you're planting by hand, and you want to plant a pumpkin into it, this is the larger pots here, as you can see. All I'll do is I'll just lay the seeds on the surface, like so, and then I'll go along and I'll push it down.
How far?
Okay, we shove this down right here. I've got those down a little over a ½ inch in depth, right? Now, once I get those down there, again, the larger the seed, the deeper it has to go. If you're working with a very small seed, you only barely need to put it below the surface. Now, we'll finish filling this up again here, pat it down, and that's it. It's ready for water. Now, I've also got, we're going to use a small plug here now, and what this would be designed for is something like lettuce seed and smaller seeded crops like that. As you can see, this is romaine lettuce actually here. It's not large, but it's surprising how fast it grows. Now, into this here, again, if you're just your homeowner and you don't have any, you know, if you don't have any basic seeding equipment, just plant one seed in each cell, just like that, And again, what you would do with these smaller seeds, because you don't want to bury the seed too deep, you just gently press it into the soil. You don't need to bury it, and then just go with a small bit of soil over the top of everything, and there, it's ready to go. Very simple. Okay, so that's about all that we have to talk about here right now. The only thing I'd like to add is that gardening is a fantastic hobby, very consuming insofar as your state of mind, and very healthy when you consume the product that you're actually growing. From us here on the farm to you, we wish you all the luck and happy farming.